Hey everyone, this is the Panic Button. I'm Nina.
Hi, this is Jessie on the Panic Button.
So, Alok
God.
Vade Manon,
Freak.
the non-binary trans or whatever the hell he is, influencer.
Queer, what do they call it? Queer advocate or whatever?
Yeah. If you haven't heard about him before, say thank you.
Yeah, because he said some weird stuff that we can't say without it getting demonetized or the FBI checking our...
Right? He said some controversial things in the past.
Beyond controversial, in my opinion, but...
Maybe a little predatory. Anyway, today we're reacting to a video of him talking about a solution to, how do I put this? A solution to... No, that's not it.
I'm trying, but I don't know what's happening yet. If you haven't been here before, this is what we do. We react to videos. Nina usually has an idea, and I have none.
Well, he talks about something that just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Okay.
Seems so obvious, right? We can say literally anybody, any person can wear makeup, jewelry, earrings, a skirt, a dress, so therefore these things don't have genders. And when I tell people that, they obviously agree, like, yeah, I could be wearing a skirt right now. But then so many brands tell me, well, even though I agree with you, and then there's a disconnect, and they won't degender their product lines. And what I'm curious is, how could you believe that, understand that this is a fact, and yet still continue to be committed to making men's garments and women's garments?
So when I'm working with retailers, the problem that a lot of people...
What? Why are you laughing?
Because they just placate to you. They go, yes, now can you please star in this because you get us more money than anything else?
Yeah.
They're placating to you. I laugh because also, if you truly believed in these things, you would not work with these companies. There's this, I think his name's The Plant Life. He's on YouTube. Love the guy. Doubt he watches our content. Think he's great for his advice. But he openly admits that AI food tracking apps are garbage. Taking a picture of your food is garbage. He goes, I've been offered thousands upon thousands of dollars from companies to advertise for this, but I won't do it because it won't help anyone.
Yeah.
If you truly believe what you're saying, you won't or will follow in suit.
Yeah.
We had a guy, I had a guy at a Sunoco locally give me the absolute hell because he found out I was gay after interrogating me on a million other things. I won't go back there. We were in a snowstorm and it was close. It's closer. And I still drove out of my way in a snowstorm because I'd rather deal with someone who's nice to me than someone who's placating to me or doing something because they have to. If you don't agree with someone, guess what? You have power not only in your dollar, but in who you take dollars from.
It's kind of hypocritical if you think about it, because he's talking to this this other person about them making clothes. And even though they believe in his ideology,
Clearly.
they aren't willing to change what they're doing to make him happy. And he's saying, well, how dare you believe in this with me, and yet you're not changing anything.
Well, here's the thing is...
But if he believed in what he was saying, he wouldn't be working with someone who's not willing.
Yeah, it's hypocritical. It's super hypocritical.
Well, he can't see that because I think a lot of these people are just retarded.
I don't know what this person's going to say, but I highly doubt it's going to be what I'm going to say.
Highly doubtful.
Highly doubt it's going to be what I'm going to say. At the end of the day, even if you do, like, let's say that you're not placating and you do believe in this, right? The reason you continue to make the lines of clothing is because that's what sells. You don't sell a lot of skirts for men. You sell a lot of skirts for women. You don't sell a lot of ties for women. You sell a lot of ties for men. It's pretty simple. You sell boxer briefs to men. You sell bikinis to women. You don't make bikini tops for men because they usually don't wear them. I have worked in retail since I was 15. It's been over a decade of my life that I've worked in retail. It's hell. And let me tell you, that is why you continue to make these things. Give your BS reason, give your excuse. It's because you know it's going to sell better if you don't do your weird queer marketing.
Why would you expect someone to lose money placating to 0.7% of the population when the rest of the population shops differently and wants gendered clothing?
Most
for a myriad of reasons.
Most people go and shop in the women's section, in the men's section. They don't have a non-binary section at most stores. You know what the non-binary section has always been? The men's section.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. So if you're making skirts and putting them in the men's section, it's going to be weird. That's why they put them in the women's section. That's the answer you're not going to get, but the truth.
People have is that the system that's in place for the online retail, so there's the men's section, the women's section, they don't have anything already implemented to cross over products. And they tell me the technical side of it is this, the software just can't go between, it's quite archaic. But I'm like, how is your software archaic and you want to believe in the future and a vision, but you can't implement a structure that allows the product to be seen across both gender profiles?
Because that's not how a majority of people work or buy clothes.
Furthermore, if you actually were trans, you would be shopping in the section that you were not born into.
With your gender identity.
Right?
Yeah.
So
wouldn't that make the trans people mad?
You would find your size, and I'm so sorry. You would find your size in women's as a man transitioning to a woman. You would find out what your size. Oh, I'm a 14, whatever that means. You know, like I guess a 14 fits better. You know, like that's what you would do. Is you'd go to the women's sections. You're not going to go to a random third category. You're making non-binary fashion, right? That's what you're trying to do. But even
he wants all stores to be like that.
Even the non-binaries, feel feminine and masculine different days. Mm-hmm. And so therefore, they're still going to go to the female or the male section.
Yeah. How most trans women, if they didn't have a female section to go to because everything was non-binary section, then you're actually excluding trans women and trans men, right? But you're for trans people, but you don't want them to go and affirm their gender in the female section if they want to.
Imagine, if you will, not aligning with male or female stereotypes. So you decide to go into the store, and guess what? Both fucking sections are available for you.
That's the thing.
Oh no, you gave me options, but none of them are labeled correctly. Guess what? I've bought tons of things from the men's section. Shirts for you, shirts for me, sweatpants. I love joggers. They're so comfy. Guess what? I'm not trans.
This is a nothing problem that was created out of the brains of retards.
Guess what, guys? It's a free market. No one's going to arrest you for buying sweatpants if you have a vajayjay. And no one's going to arrest you for buying a skirt if you have a pee-pee. No one's going to do it. No one.
If you have so many friends that are like in the entertainment industry and fashion, why don't you just get one of them to create a non-binary fashion line?
Because like you said, this is a non-issue. It's a non-issue. You can have a female wear male clothing and be like, it's non-binary.
Yeah, why are you so... Wait, is it the sign? Is it the sign?
It's the sign. That's what I'm saying. That's why I sat there and I was like, oh my God, please, no, imagine if you will.
Privileged.
You don't align to male or female.
Spoiled rotten.
Which means that you somehow align and both don't align with both female and male, right? That's what you believe for this exercise. Believe it, whatever. You walk in the store. You see the men's, you see the women's. I feel a little like both, but also a little like neither. I guess I can look at both fucking sections and make up my mind.
Yeah.
Is it because not all the shirts are in one section? Like, I don't understand. Is it because there's different areas for the shoes? What's your problem? What's your problem? No, really. What is your problem?
The
that
problem
you can't
is
just accept society the way it is and shop and do your thing. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm going to speak now. The problem is they have no problems. So in order to have problems so they feel important or special or like everyone else, they create problems that never need to be problems in the first place.
This set me off more than I thought it would because it's such a non-issue.
It's such a non-issue.
It's so stupid to be like, oh my God, you guys. I mean, I can shop anywhere and get literally whatever I want, Prada, whatever. But, like, it doesn't say my name on it. So.
How dare I not have control over everything?
Does anyone even care about us?
People are so sick of this shit. And it's just. It's something else.
You guys didn't win the bathroom thing right now. You think you're going to win a sign in the store?
Yes, because the whole of society needs to bow down and change everything for the 0.7% who are vain and narcissistic, don't actually live their life the way that they preach it out to be, the way that they want it to be.
There's a whole category called unisex.
Like, these people preach about stuff all the time, but they're very hypocritical of those things at the same time.
There's a whole category of clothing alone called unisex clothing. There's a whole section called unisex. whole section. Not in stores like section, but like their clothing's labeled unisex. And you guys are sitting here throwing a big old temper tantrum.
These people are so vain.
Just make the stupid clothes.
And I know I don't understand how you could live one way and preach something that's the opposite.
How is it the opposite? They're doing the same thing about the bathroom. They can go to a bathroom.
Why would you work Why would you work with people that you don't agree with?
Oh, that's a whole...
And that offend you.
That's a whole topic.
If you were really standing for the things you stood for. Well, because money, right? So you really don't stand for it at all.
It's
You're just
different.
pretending.
It's different when you're like in a workspace and you can't control who's around you. You know what I mean? Then I understand you're working with someone because you either the job's good, pays good.
This guy doesn't need money.
No. That's like in a regular workforce, like regular everyday Joe workforce. When it comes to fashion, movies, television, big bucks, you're only getting it because you know someone. You have every right to say, I don't stand by what you believe in.
Yeah. Hollywood bowed down to this LGBTQ non-binary mob for the past 10 years. And not only did they create a whole bunch of shit, but they lost a whole bunch of money bowing down to the crazy people.
Yeah.
Not the normal ones, the crazy ones. Do you want people to just constantly lose money?
I'm not saying
What's
it's
the point?
I'm not saying it's the perfect example, but like the Asmongold be no money thing. Asmongold took that like a champ. He was like, you know what? They told me they didn't want to use me, and you know it is what it is, right? He chose to take him out of his video in the way he did. Mm-hmm. I don't think it was a good way to do it. I think it just drew more attention to it.
Yeah.
But he chose to do that, and the other creator respected his wishes not to work with him. It's pretty simple. Mm-hmm. It's really just like basic level communication. Sometimes you're like, darn it. But at the end of the day, it's respecting other people.
Oh, you think these people respect other people?
No, my point is that if you have mutual respect, even if you don't agree with someone, you can respect them enough to disagree.
Sorry, let me rewind. These people don't respect other people, but they demand other people respect them.
They think they respect other people, but they're actually just little puppets.
No, I didn't say they didn't think they did.
No, they think they do. But they're also not respected.
They don't act like they respect anyone.
But they're also not respected, because if they were respected, then they would stand up for things they believe in. But they don't. So then these people placate to them and get what they want out of them because they don't respect them.
But also you have to be respectable, and none of them are respectable at all. These are like catty, hairy, stinky queens. You know, they pretend to be your friend, and then they talk garbage about you behind your back. Like
I know it's gonna sound mean. This
middle
person needs a
school
nose
girl.
job.
Yeah, well,
They look better. I'm not saying they're good looking.
is it the Despicable Me nose?
It's bad. If you got a decent nose job, I think you'd look more like the woman you're trying to look like. You know.
Well, I think he's trying to look non-binary. I don't even know.
Honestly, he's doing a better job than Lily Tino at.
I don't know what a non-binary is supposed to look like.
All I know
I
is
just know what they identify as.
all I know is minus the nose that looks more like a woman than Lily Tino. So that's always my baseline.
Isn't it absurd that they can speak about the metaverse and like virtual reality before removing a binary option on their website, right? It's a question for me, not about feasibility, but about priority. Under the pretense of technical difficulties, what they're actually obfuscating there is entrenched homophobia and transphobia. These companies...
Target has had a pride section every June.
Wait a second. He was saying that by not removing male and female from signs in stores, that they're homophobic and transphobic.
That's what he said, pretty much.
Okay. He was just talking about ridiculous.
But wait, you still work with these people?
Wait, who's ridiculous?
I thought we don't give money to people we don't agree with. We don't get them money. But you apparently do. You're fine with it, but you're going to complain.
He said it's ridiculous that they talk about the metaverse, but they can't take signs away from stores.
Here's the
and
thing.
just collectively put all of the clothes in the middle
What I think
and they're mingled.
I think the point he was trying to make is that they're more concerned with the metaverse than they are about giving non-binary the time of day. And to that I say, yeah, have you ever played in the metaverse? It's kind of cool. Even you've done it, right?
Yes, I have.
And you know what? I get it. It's fun. It's different. And you get to experience things safely. You know what? You could experience having a penis without the surgery.
Okay, listen. I'm going to speak to a loke directly. A loke.
Yeah, because
I call you a loke? A loke.
A loco, more
I'll
like
tell you
it.
exactly why they do not do what you want them to do.
You have no backbone.
Because it's never enough.
Yeah, and you have no backbone. You still do what the people ask you to
You're
do.
not thankful when they do something for you. You just complain that it should have been done sooner. And then when they do something, you say, well, we need to do more. That's not enough.
Here's my next recommendation.
There's no thank you. After a while, people are just going to say, fuck it. Just talking to the wind. We'll pretend to listen and we'll nod, but we ain't doing shit to placate you anymore. We're losing money.
Well, they're only going to use you as far as they can spend you is the thing, too. It's ridiculous to me. If this is really your boat that you're going to sink on, then you should stand by your morals and not do business with these people. I don't do business with people I don't like or agree with on a moral situation, but you're saying it's such a big deal, but you're not standing by it. I don't believe you. I don't think you care.
All want the aesthetics of LGBTQ communities,
Just like
but
you
don't
do.
actually care about our lives. And that's a bigger history of extraction in the fashion industry, where LGBTQ people are mined as inspiration, but not actually seen as models.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying that the fashion industry uses lesbians, gays, bisexuals, transgenders, queers, and non-binaries. But what?
He's saying that the industries, the retail industries, the big market, the fashion industry, they use trans identities because they're so trans and homosexual identities because they've been so troubled and they're such beautiful, tortured minds. But they don't actually want. They don't actually want to hear the stories. They only want the image.
But not actually seen as modern. Wait, what? Hold on.
They just want the idea, but not actually having actual trans people.
One second. Let me hit this sentence one more time.
Industry, where LGBTQ people are mined as inspiration, but not actually seen as models.
Okay, so, well, because you're kind of a handful to deal with, if we're being honest. Yeah, some LGBTQ people have interesting stories, and Hollywood or the fashion industry uses that as inspiration. But
They do the same with straight people.
most of those people, they're hell to work with, and then you get the LGBTQ people involved, and they're hell to work with. You just can't work together. Not for long periods of time. They will talk to you, they will gather inspiration, and then they will put it on someone pretty, not someone hairy and kind of chubby. No, because here's the thing. You don't see a lot of uggos in Hollywood because nobody wants to see uggos. When I play a video game, I want to play the handsome man, or, other people want to play beautiful women. My brother likes to play Asian women. But when they tried putting ugly characters in the video games, people didn't like it because it's a fantasy, Watching a model walk
not
down
even completely-
the runway. It's fantasy. Victoria's Secret models, fantasy. Hollywood movies with pretty actors, fantasy. We want to get lost in the fantasy. We don't want to see the reality.
You can have ugly characters like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, who eventually turn into the Phantom of the Opera, who eventually turn into a character that you morally can understand where they're coming from, right?
Right.
But the point isn't that. The point is to understand their story more than the way they look, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is a different topic altogether than
Those
getting
are what we
things to
call
sell.
independent movies.
Getting things to sell, right?
If you want to sell shit, you got to get pretty people
What is it?
involved.
It's Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. Have you seen their commercials? It's tatas and burgers, dog.
Hooters.
Tatas and burgers. Because at the end of the day, what gets people excited, what sells, is hot, sexy, flashy. That's what they want. And guess what? Whatever that grandma hairstyle is with those colors is not hot, flashy, sexy.
No.
It's flashy. But that's
It's
one
flashy,
of three.
but it ain't sexy. Like, no one, when people watch movies, they want to be the people in the movies. When they play the video games, they want to be the people in the video games.
When they watch the Hardee's commercials, they want to be with the ladies with the
Want to
burgers.
be with the ladies. But ain't no one want to be you or be with you
Well, the ones that
offense.
do have your same ideology, and you'll end up clashing heads because you will each have to be the most important person in the room.
But 99.3% of the population want to see pretty. Now,
Busted?
busted. Just no. You're trying to force something. You're trying to force a square into a hole.
A square peg into a round hole.
You got it. And it's just not going to work. I don't know why you keep trying, but maybe it's because you just like to hear the sound of your own voice. But nah, man, it ain't going to work. Also, I would like to say one thing. Men and women's bodies are shaped differently no matter how they identify. Women are curvy. They have boobs. They have butts. We hold our fat, mostly in our thighs and our butt. Men, they're more straight down, rectangular. I am rectangular.
I knew it was coming.
No hips, no boobs, even if they have implants. The shape is all off. There's more. They carry their fat more in their gut than women do in their hips and their butt. Also, more muscle when it comes to men. So, like, bigger arms, like wider arm sleeves. Like, it ain't gonna happen. You can pretend you saw a unicorn, but you never did. You can pretend that someday something will change, and it never will. You can pretend that you're a pretty, pretty princess, non-binary person, but no one thinks that.
You just hurt my feelings a little bit. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm not non-binary, but sometimes I want to think I'm a pretty princess.
Is there anything you have to say?
That's all.
Okay. So I don't know who paid to watch this conversation. Probably a lot of wine mom Karens living in gated
I
communities.
just assume that they're all just like him. It's just a room full of penises with like skirts.
A room full of like ugly dudes.
give us a non-binary section.
Yeah, this sounds good.
I shouldn't have had to go to
Right.
the women's section to buy this skirt, even though I want to be seen as a woman.
I want to buy a crop top that's wide in the abdomen.
I want you to view me as a woman, but I don't want to shop in the women's section. Are you fucking stupid? You're going against your own people.
That's why it's so hard to listen, because it's like you're holding two different contrasting thoughts in your head.
This exact-
How do I do this and understand what the hell you're saying?
Yes, give them the section in the store and also force them into a third bathroom. They get their own section everywhere.
But it will never be enough. That's why it's no point.
Yeah,
If you
but
want to waste
you
your
can't
money
make
doing
this-
that, go ahead.
You cannot-
But nobody's going to want it,
You cannot make this argument and then be like, oh, we deserve to go in your bathroom.
right? Well, go to the non-binary bathroom, the non-gendered bathroom.
Then you are going to get a third bathroom. You get your own section in the store. Good, fine, perfect. Yeah, do it. I can stay away from you.
You know what?
And you get your own bathroom because that's what you want. You want your own third space.
I've never seen male or female on a handicapped bathroom or a family bathroom. That's the non-binary bathroom.
I've said that before, but then the handicapped people are like, please, God, don't send them to that.
Well, good thing it's
not
only
fair.
like just one
It's
bathroom.
not fair. They're handicapped.
I'm sorry, I take it back. You don't deserve it.
They don't, but but a family bathroom, one that's a single door where you can go in there.
No, it's not enough.
Absolutely.
It's not enough. See, the thing is that these people ask for the most ridiculous things, and only a small amount of people will actually try that.
It isn't fair. They're handicapped. They can't
And
fight it like we
never
can.
works. Hollywood tried it for a long time, but that's because there's a whole bunch of stupid people in Hollywood.
Like that. With that stupid grandma haircut and the color in it for some reason. Dude, what are you fucking out of the early 2000s? Get that haircut out of here. Who are you?
I mean, when's the
It's
last
terrible.
time you heard someone say, man, I really need some good life advice?
Dude, may you please get laser hair removal. If you want to look any more feminine, get some laser hair removal. This 5 o'clock shadow is always there. How do you shave in the morning and be like, you should see me as a woman?
No one ever said, you know what, I really need some good life advice. I'll ask Hollywood. No one said that ever.
Furthermore, no one said that. And then I'll ask a look. Come on now. Look at that guy. You're going to ask him for serious advice.
Sometimes I wonder if the Hollywood people, the fashion people, they're all kind of like in the same group of, more lefty, progressive people. They kind of all intermingle with each other because it's like compared to the wider population. It's a very small group of people. I always wonder, how weird is it being around those people in that scene? How strange is it? It's got to be like walking on the moon or going to Mars and knowing there's aliens there, trying to talk to them. You don't even know the language. It's got to be strange. Could you imagine you're like the one normal person in that room of all these people just smiling and nodding to each other, knowing that everything that comes out of their mouth is bullshit? I think that would drive a normal person crazy.
Yes.
I don't know how they do it, but I mean, if this conversation is any example of, or a highlight or a low light of what it's like being in the entertainment industry, that's hell. That sounds awful. And they have some mostly bad ideas in Hollywood. That's why only so many movies and shows get made. I think they should just stop now. Just stop.
These people won't stop. They can't stop.
Well, you know what? That's why they end up talking to each other, because no one else wants to listen to the bullshit. Anyway.
Can't stop, won't stop, don't stop the beat. That's how they feel.
Like and subscribe, everyone.
Comment below.
Don't what?
Don't let that in. I was like, I want them to read my sign and comment their favorite color, but I don't want them to know from my mouth.
Join our memberships to keep this channel going, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.